Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's not. Because when it goes live, I mean, the screen what I normally get when I go live was right there, but it was behind that other one. Do you know what I'm saying? And that would not let me go any further. So I don't know what it was. It was just craziness. Craziness. Okay, so let's just get started. I have started recording, and so we'll just do it that way tonight, and I will put it out there for them to look, anybody else that wants to look at it, okay? But I am glad, tell them if they can to join on through the Zoom, you know, they can hop right in. Okay, so let's start with some recognition. We had a good week last week, came in strong. Let me start with recruiting. We're continuing to see steady recruiting for us now. You know, the first week when we had the virtual kit, we went crazy.
Shut the TV down.
Numbers are going up so rapidly. So yes, I wish we had done this.
Okay.
Can you cut it off?
I'm gonna mute everybody. I hate to do it, but.
Texas, you got a great city over there. We will certainly want to stay in touch with you. Appreciate it.
Okay, got it. All right. We started out the first week, you know, when we had that, we thought we had the kit for that 1 week. We went phenomenal and did a great job. The second week when they extended it, we did good as well. We brought in another 45 people. We're leveling off now, but we're still doing really well. We brought in 21 new recruits last week. So I'm happy with that. Let's continue it. I think for me and for everybody, it is a matter of learning how to work with the virtual kit and how to be able to present it and who do we need to present it to. You know, all of those kind of things I think are playing into us getting used to the virtual kit. Let me just see right here. Y'all are talking about eating. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So we did good. Let me recognize our recruiters from last week. With one new person added, we had Nikki Spears. Yay, Nikki's on here. Pam Smith, Clary Brooks, Audrey Elledge, Brooke DeMaio, Diane Gwendon, Donna Morgan, Terry Howell, Pam Barber, Jenny Horton, yay, Janice Brown, Brianna Wombles, Angela Buckner, and Debbie Davis. That was with one, okay? Then we had with two, we had Nancy Jones. Is Nancy on here? And Vivian Brake. And I don't think Vivian's on here. And then our top recruiter last week with 3 was Shelda Hooser. So give Shelda a big round of applause, everybody. I hate that I have to have you muted. I'm just going to mute whoever is loud. Will it let me unmute you? No, now it won't let me unmute you. Mute all. No. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, dokie. All right.
And if we want to talk, we can unmute ourselves, Debbie.
Well, actually, I can hear you. It's really funny because all of your icons are showing that you're muted, but I'm hearing you. There are ghosts in Zoom tonight.
There's 2 people that aren't showing muted though, Debbie.
Do what?
There's 2 people that aren't showing muted. I don't know if
I see that. I see you are one of them. But everybody and one other person, and then everybody else is showing muted, but I hear you when you talk. So, hey, if I say I don't hear you, then you'll have to unmute. Is that okay? We will get through tonight, y'all, I promise. Okie doke. Okie doke. That was recruiting. Good job. Now let's talk about our teams. Let me get to the right page. Here we go. And I'm going to tonight start with recognizing our top 15 manager teams because we did have a great week. And in the number 15 position, we had Tiffany House. She's a brand new manager. Number 14 was Gail Goodwin. I see a lot of people joined us. Great. In the number 13 was Barbara Dixon. Number 12, Christy Upchurch. Number 11, Shelda Hooser. Number 10, Claudia Paluto. Number 9, Nikki Spears. Number 8, Gwen Parker. Number 7, Nancy Tripp. Number 6, Nikki Williams. I see Nikki. Number 5, Clary Brooks. Number 4, Kathy Behringer. Number 3, Tara Duke. Number 2, Jamie Sugg. And number 1 manager team last week was Kelly Johnson. I saw Kelly. Where does it? Yeah, there you go. Okay. I was like, I know she's up there. I saw her.
Great job, Kelly.
Absolutely. Good job. Now, with our director teams, our top 3 director teams last week, in the number 3 position was Pam Barber and Pam's Perfect Plastics. Say yay.
Woo!
In the number 2 position was Martha Spink and the Hot Shots. And number 1 was Inner Circle. Great job, everybody. Good job. Absolutely. All right, then let's talk about personal sales. We had last week, I'm so excited, y'all. We had 143 people to submit orders last week. That is awesome, because that is usually how many we have for the whole month. You know what I'm saying? So to have that many submitting orders last week was great. Now, we also had, the challenge last week, you know, where if you sold $200, you could get the set of bowls, the small bowls. We had 80, hold on, I just had it written down and now I've lost it. We had 80 people that sold $200 or more and got their bowls. So great job, great job. So let me recognize our top 15 in personal sales. In the number 15 position was Brianna Wombles. In the number 14, Shelda Hooser. Number 13, Tara Duke. Number 12, Hannah Olawar. Number 11, Dee Baker. Yay, Dee.
What? I can't even believe I made it this week.
You
Go,
did.
Dee.
Yes, you did.
What?
Number 10 is Jenny Hines. Number 9, Francine Bowen. I see Francine on there. Yay.
All right, PIC.
Number 8 is Barbara Dixon. Is she on? Number 7, Jessica Mills. Number 6, Nikki Spears. I saw Nikki. Yay.
Woohoo.
Number 5, Pam Barber. I can't even talk. Number 4, Jamie Sugg. Is
All
Jamie
right,
on?
Jamie.
Number 3, Terry Howell.
Terry, our 3-star man director.
Number 2 in personal sales, Kelly Johnson. Yay, Kelly.
All right, Kelly.
And number 1 in personal sales was Martha Spink. Good job. Okay, now I have to do my drawings. Oh Lord, what to do with the phone now? Okay, and tonight I'm going to do 3 drawings. That averages out to 1 drawing for every 50 people, okay? And I'm not going to tell you what a gift is. I'm just going to do the drawings, and then whoever the winners are, I'll tell you who the winners are, and then they'll receive a surprise gift from me this week, okay? Y'all supposed to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You sound real excited. And you know, if you don't sound excited, I don't give away anything else, right?
Here we go. Give it away.
143. 143.
You draw my name, I'll be real excited.
I know that's right.
Okay, well, I'm getting ready to do the first one. So can y'all see it?
Nope.
No. Crazy light.
We trust you.
Okay. There
Just
it
tell
is.
us though,
106. Did you see it?
Yep.
Number 106. And that is, y'all are not going to believe this.
D. Baker.
Debbie Davis. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. That is funny. Okay, here we go.
It's
This
rigged.
is another one. Huh?
It's rigged.
It was rigged. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now, number, can you see it? God, 81. There we go. 81. Let me see. Do what? Number 81 is Christy
That's it.
Upchurch.
All
Yay,
right.
Christy. Okay. Let me put her right here.
Who won?
Christy Upchurch is the first one.
Yay, Christy.
Okay, we're going to do another one. Okay, y'all can see it better when I do it over here.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it does. There we go. Okay, what does that number say? 128. Number 128 is Dana Johnston. I can't.
Yay, Dana Johnston.
Dana Johnston, winner. All right, we're going to do another one. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Me and the camera. Number 19.
Yay.
Number 19 is Rome Aldaba. Is she on? She sometimes is on. Okay.
Good job.
Roma Aldaba. All right. Great job. Good job, y'all. Okay. Woo. Sound good? Say yes.
Yes.
So now we're going to talk about stuff.
Yes.
And we want to start, of course, with what is this week all about? Y'all know this is our last week. I cannot believe it. It's the last week of our June sales month. And the month has gone by pretty fast to me. I don't know about you all, but it just seems like we just started it and now wham, here it is, ready to end. So we want to make sure that we are on top of everything that's ending. We want to make sure we're looking at what figures we need to look at, all those things. And I know that for some of you, all of you, this is a repeat, but for some of our new people, it's not. And even for some of us that have been in the business forever, sometimes we need reminders. So we're going to go over it just to make sure. First thing you want to remember is that on your sale brochure, your mid-June one, the things that are here at the bottom, those end Friday. I hope you've noticed that and paid attention to that. Those things are only available until the 26th. Y'all see that? Did y'all all know that? Did you pay attention to that? Okay, so we're going to talk about that in just a minute, but I just wanted you to make sure that you're aware of that. The rest of the brochure goes all the way until July the 8th, so you're good on the other stuff, but those things end this coming Friday. The other thing that's ending is your host bonus, your say yes gift or bonus, your party bonus. Now when I say yes, I mean your welcome bonus and your party bonus. Both of those are ending. We have a lot of new consultants. We've brought in over 100, and I think we're at 152 right now this month. And we just need to be helping each of those new people bring in their 500 before this coming Friday. When they do, they're going to win that whole No Time to Waste set, okay? For, what is it, $20? Or I don't know the price, y'all, I'm sorry. But they get it at a special price, and so do you for your first one. So we just need to be focusing on those new people that we brought in and make sure we're helping them to get their sales in this week, okay? Because that all ends this week. And if they don't get, if they don't take advantage of this party bonus, they don't carry over to the next one. Do you understand? It ends for everybody that has been brought into the business during June. It ends on the 26th. Any questions about that? You good? Okay. All right. Another thing that will be ending this week, our sampling for the mid-June flyer will be ending on Wednesday. Now, there's not a whole lot of things left out there on that sampling sheet, but I am going to tell you that the Fridge Smart set that is on there, it's a 4-piece set, but you get sales credit for $47, I think it is, which is half of the regular $94. You with me? Because we're selling them right now, 2 sets. You got me? But anyway, you get sales credit for the half, but your cost is like $27 for that $94 set. So if you've not ordered your Fridge Smarts or you haven't done your sampling, that is something that you might want to think about. And all of us that have brought new people into the business, let's make sure they're aware that this is a way they could get that set too, okay? Because it really is that's a good deal. That's a really good deal. Okay, so sampling for mid-June will end on Wednesday. On Thursday, we will be posting the sampling for your mid-July flyer. So you can be on the watch out for that, all right? Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
This goes back to the welcome bonus. The
Yeah.
one that they get if they do $500 by the end of the month.
Uh-huh.
Used to, you know, we had the option if they did that, we could get one. Is that, it's
You
not
do.
like that? I do,
Yes,
okay.
you do get one. If they make it, you can get one. You get only one, but you can get one.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Mhm. Okay, great. Good question, Kelly. Okay. One other thing I need to tell you about when the week ends this coming week, it is going to be what is called a hard close. Now, for some of y'all, you know what that means. For some of you thinking, what the heck is she talking about? When we say hard close, it means our system will close at midnight and there will be no change in anything. Most of the time, we have time afterwards to adjust. If we're late getting an order in or something, you know, we can call and say, please move that back to last month, whatever. There's not going to be an option to do any of that. It is going to be a hard close. So what I'm telling you this is making your plans now to get your orders in, and don't be at midnight on Friday night trying to get everything in. That's why I'm telling you this, okay? So that you know it and you're prepared for it, all right? And one of the reasons, and we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? Well, I'll just go ahead and tell it to you. One of the reasons that we're having a hard close is because, you know, I've already talked to you about this, but we're going to review it. Right now, our month and our weeks end on Friday at midnight. But after this week, that's going to change. This week will be the same. We'll close on Friday like we've done. But then next week, we're going to have a short week. It will start on Saturday. It will go for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then our week 1 of July sales month will close Wednesday night at midnight. Now, and then from there on out, we will close every week on Wednesday at midnight. Everybody understand that? Do you have any questions? Okay, good. That's
What
good.
was the reasoning for changing the date?
No, there's a lot of reasons. Number one is just like what I was talking about when there are issues and things get crazy and there's mistakes. As we stand right now, when we close on Friday, there is not a thing that can be done until Monday, and then we get into Monday. You know what I'm saying? And the week is half gone, and they're ready to close the month, and we're still sitting there with stuff that we want to get corrected. That's one of the big issues. This way, by closing it on Wednesday, there will be somebody available on Thursdays to take care of any kind of issues that might happen. Do you follow me? So that's the biggest reason. Another reason is that we have found, and I think y'all can all agree with this, Fridays tend to be a family night, and people go out to dinner, people go out and do things. We're trying to close up parties. You can't get hold of hosts because they're out with their families, you know, all of that. And so Friday night really is a harder night to corral people in. That's for lack of better words, if that makes sense. But when they look at all of it, that's the reason we're changing. That help you?
Is that going to be for the closing? Would that be like whenever people promote directors to managers and all that stuff as well?
Yes.
On Wednesday instead of Fridays as well?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everything is going to shift. Just like we do it on Friday night now, it's going to shift and be on a Wednesday night, on Wednesday nights. Okay?
Do they know?
Okay, I see Kelly and somebody else. Who was?
Is the month gonna still end on the last Friday? Or is it?
It ends on the last Wednesday.
Oh, Jesus.
It It will end on the last Wednesday. That's why I'm going over this, because I knew, I mean, you know, it sounds easy, but then when you start thinking it all through, you're like, wait a minute, does this do this? Does that do that? Another question?
So coming up, we'll have a 3-day lag, obviously, like,
Well, we'll have a short week. The first week of July will only be 5 days as opposed to being 7. Because it will be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You follow me?
yes, I'll follow you.
Okay, so that'll be a 5-day week. Now, the good thing about why and where they're doing it, July for us is a 5-week month. So it's not going to hurt us that we've got a 5-day week the first week. You with me? Everybody got it? Okay. Yeah, what other questions?
Do they know when customer care is going to actually be available by phone yet?
I wished I could say I knew, but no, I don't. And no, they don't. They don't. They're still not working at the home office. None of them. They're all still working from home. So we don't know. And you know, as much as we don't like it, I mean, I hate, that's the worst part. And I've told many of you, out of all the issues and everything, the worst one for me is not having somebody I can talk to straighten stuff up. I mean, that is to me the hardest thing.
Yeah, me too.
And I really am trying to learn how to best work with all of it. And, you know, I really am. But it's an issue for me too. I mean, I don't have anybody I can call. I have to do email just like you do. And so I do understand the frustration, trust me. I will tell you this, the coding that they gave us, you know, when you send in an email, in the subject line, you put that code thing up there. I posted it on our Facebook page. So if you haven't seen it, just scroll down and look for it, or look in the photos, okay, one or the other. That does help them to prioritize the emails. Now, and here, when I say prioritize, let me tell you what's going to happen. And this is going to not, like y'all going to go, what? But at least if you know, you can know what to expect. Things like Tupper Connect are going to get first priority to look at. But even then, it's going to take you 2 to 3 days for them to get back to giving you an answer. Okay? Things like new consultants' credit cards being charged, that will come as a priority, but after Tupper Connect. And it may, again, take 3 or 4 days, maybe even up to a week for them to get back to you about it. But as long as you have sent an email and you've gotten an automatic response with that LTK number, if you've gotten that, then you can know it will get worked out on, okay? It might be a week, week and a half down the line, depending on the priority of it, but it will get worked on, okay? If you send an email to customer care and you do not get the automatic response back, then you need to send it again. And if you don't get it that time, then send it to me and let me see what's going on, okay?
Okay, Debbie, I have a question. Okay, so I let my level 7 expire by accident. What do I do? What should we do?
You can send in an email and tell them that you let it expire by mistake. Is there any way possible that they could? And I would in the subject line put confident start, just so they'll know what the subject is. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And they probably will go back and let you do it, but I can't promise it, but they'll probably will. But just send them an email. Okay. All right. Any other questions about trying to work with customer care? Okay. All right. They do give us an update every week about how far behind they are, how many they're working, those kind of things. And, you know, it's overwhelming, to say the least. I would not want their job. Let me put it that way. Okay. But they are trying to do the best, and they're trying to get caught up. And We just got to keep working, and just know, as long as you've gotten that ticket number, you'll get a response. It may take a while, but you will get a response, okay? Got me? Good? Any more questions about us closing on Wednesday? Now, remember, this week's fine. This week is Friday. We close our month Friday. Everything is fine. It all starts next week. All right? Okay, good. All right. With it being the close, what are things that we want to watch? Because that's always important this week especially. And first of all, let's talk about your personal, and let's talk about the recruiting. Go back up just a minute. Excuse me, because I do want to make sure that we're working with those new people so that they can get their party bonuses. We do want to do that. But I also want to remind you to watch yours, because you get that for your first one, you get that welcome bonus as well. But then when you have 3, whether they've sold a penny or not, you do get that big, big universal jar. Not the big one that we've had, but a one that's bigger than that. So, you know, make sure you watch it. Some of you got 2, you know, all you need is 1 more, okay? Question? Everybody good? Okay. All right, so let's just make sure we're on that. Then let's talk about personal sales. Y'all know I always tell you that the first threshold you want to make is that $500. And that $500 is there for a lot of reasons. Number one, because with your website, as long as you are doing $500 in sales for the previous, month, then if anybody in your area goes and looks for a Tupperware consultant in your area, your name is going to pop up and your website. If you've not sold $500 the month before, your name does not come up. Okay, so
Debbie,
that's what. Yes, question.
I actually have witnessed that. I had 2 people contact me because they said they found me through Tupperware.
Mm-hmm.
And they placed orders, and I mean, that was a very nice surprise.
Good.
So
Good.
that is something I'm going to be shooting for a lot.
Absolutely. So you want to make sure that you're doing that so that you're out there and people can find you. The other thing about the 500 is
what are you talking about? I'm sorry. What was that?
Okay. When you have your website and you have sold $500 the month previous, then like everybody that sold 500 last month during May, if anybody's out there in the world looking for a Tupperware consultant in their area, their name will pop up and their website. If they have not sold their 500, then it won't pop up in the consultant finder file. Okay, did that answer it? Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Okay,
you. I
sure.
didn't know that.
Okay. Now, the other thing about the 500 is that's also where you get to participate in what we call the internet pool. And that means that at the end of our months, Tupperware looks to see how much sales went through just Tupperware.com, and we're not assigned to any particular consultant. They divide that amount by the number of consultants who have websites, excuse me, and who have sold 500 for the month, and they come up with a portion, and then they pay you the 25% of that portion. Now, you know, I say this every month, but it's not a whole big amount. Don't think it's going to be $100 to $300. It's not. It's $40, $35, $40, and then you get $10, $15 from it. But $10 or $15 pretty much covers the cost of your website. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of an offset. So that's your first threshold, is to make sure I'm hitting that 500 every month. Just don't even bat an eye. That's just we gotta work for that one, okay? But then we're gonna move on up. And of course, you know, this month Tupperware has some awesome gifts for us to earn. And you all have this in your party perks. It starts with everybody that sells 500. I forgot it. 500 right now, there is that first gift. And it's the set of 2 Aloha bowls. We've got a lot of you've already earned them. I'm so excited. But then it moves to 1,000. And at 1,000, you have a chance to win a set of 4 of smaller bowls. And then They skip the 1,500 and go to 2,000, but I'm going to stop at 1,500 because that is where we kick in with our personal volume bonuses. And that means that when your sales for the month have hit 1,500, now you're going to be able to get that extra bonus. It starts at $50. Then when you go to 2,000, it's 100, and it keeps going until you're up to $4,000 for the month. You are getting 10%. You get $400 bonus. So it starts when you've sold 1,500 for the month. Everybody got me? Am I confusing y'all? Are you good? Okay. All right. So then we move on. There are gifts at the 2,000 level, which are the, hang on a minute. Oh, that's the tote bags. Oh my gosh, yes, they're so cute. These right here. Can you see them? Okay. Then there's a gift at the 3,000, which is the cooler bag. And then at 4,000, it's the set of towels. So great summer gifts in there for this month. You want to make sure that you are watching your levels. You know, you're going to be sick if you get through and then you go back and look and, oh my gosh, I had $1,982 and you only missed the $2,000 level by $18. You'll be sick. You know what I'm saying? So watch your totals. It's very important. All right. And if you're not sure where to see how close you are or anything, when you are in your back office and you go to My Sales, if you go to the personal summary screen, on that bottom of it is this big round disc that says Challenge Tracker. And when you click it, it will show exactly which challenges you are participating in right now, how close you are to making them, how much more you need in sales, everything. It's right there for you. So you don't have to be guessing like, well, where do I know? I have no clue how much I've sold. That will show you exactly where you are. Okay? Good? Everybody good? Okay.
Debbie, don't laugh at this, but do you think we'll have them beach towels by August the 9th? I'm just asking.
I know. I have no idea. I have no idea. And I could not even order samples of them this month. So usually I can order samples of the awards, but for this month, evidently there must be getting them from somewhere else and we weren't able to. So I can't say. I just don't know. I wished I did. Okay. And I did laugh, and I didn't mean to, but I did.
No, it's fine. I just, we're going on vacation. I wanted to take them with me instead of having to buy towels.
Hey, I totally understand, and we'll just keep hoping that they do. Okay. Okay. All right. So, do you have any questions about your personal sales? All right. Good. All right. Then let's talk about unit, because there's a great challenge out there this month for all of our managers and for our consultants, those of you that move into the manager position this month. And the award is the wireless mic and I don't even know what they call it, but it's the holder thing that you can attach to your table or chair and hold your phone so that you don't have to hold it or have it propped up on something. It's stable and you can use it when you're doing your lives and things. It's awesome, okay? And the way you get it is if you're a consultant, you move into the manager position, you have to have at least one new consultant this month, and you and your team have to do 3,000 instead of 2,500 in order to win the award, okay? That's how consultants can get it. Our current managers, you've got to have one new personal recruit, and you have to lead your team to sell 3,000 instead of 2,500 for the month. Star managers, it's 5,500 and one recruit. Executive managers, it's 8,000 and one recruit. And directors, it's 10,500 and one recruit. Okay? And that wins you that set. Any questions about that one? Oh, good. All right, good, good. Okay, so coming up, Jubilee, yay. I am excited. We have about 75 people so far that have registered for Jubilee. That's great. We could certainly use a whole lot more. I want everybody to understand that the Jubilee.
How many did you say, Debbie?
We have right at 75. Okay.
Okay, I thought you said 5 people.
No, we have 75, okay? Jubilee will be done, and you saw I've posted the first schedule that we've gotten, and you'll see where they've got the live events and stuff scheduled. If you are working and you can't attend it at that particular time when it's happening, every event that is going on is going to be available for you to see. And I've been telling y'all up to 3 weeks, but no, it's up to 3 months. So it's going to be out there for you to go back and look at it whenever you want to. All right. And it won't be just something that's put there for everybody, because we're paying our money to be a part of that. You following me? So you'll have a special access code or something to get into it to see it. Okay. And of course, you know, you are getting your product packed of $150 value with that $99 registration. All right. So let's encourage the rest of our team members. If they've not registered yet, let's get them registered, because they're going to want to be a part. It's going to be fun. We're going to be making history. Okay. There's also lots of challenges out there, and many of you will be getting recognition from that based on, the recognition challenges. So, you know, it's going to be good. And let me tell you, the directors and I were talking the other day, and because Amanda, I think it was you that asked about a shirt or something special last week. Okay. So we got to thinking about, we didn't know about shirts or whatever, but what we are going to look for, we might do shirts too. We're looking. Okay. But we're also looking for like a little placard that we can hold up that says Full Circle, you know, and every time you're on, you just hold it up, and so that, you know, you see, everybody sees that you're from Full Circle. And pom-poms, we're looking for pom-poms. So we're going to get some stuff to make it a good time and a fun time. You'll hear more about it.
Okay, I cannot do pom-poms. I'm just telling you it right now, Debbie.
Okay.
I'm not a pom-pom person.
Okay. You can hold a placard up though, can't you?
I'll hold a placard, but there ain't no pom-poms going in these hands.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm good with it, no matter what. Okay. But just like I said, let's continue to encourage everybody to you know, get registered. Okay. Then tomorrow night, we will, of course, again, have our Monday night event in our Full Circle socially distant group. Jenny Horton is going to be leading the demonstration tomorrow night. So y'all know that'll be good and a lot of fun. So
hey, Jenny.
I'm going to be putting a post out there in the morning. I'll put it tomorrow morning to, you know, remind people to join us. You go out and remind all your guests, you know, it's Monday night. Don't forget to join us at 6:30, that kind of thing. Okay. Do y'all like having those out there? Tell me some feedback. Well, that's good feedback. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do y'all watch them? Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When I can get on and don't forget.
Uh-huh. Well, now, and it stays there, Etta. You can always go back and watch it any time. They're all staying there.
I go in and do a watch party on my group,
Uh-huh.
and then get back in and watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please give feedback, because we put time into them. We would love to have some feedback.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if it's not something that you think is helpful, we're going to find something else to do at that time. Do you follow? You understand what I'm saying? When we first started, we did have great participation, and we had a lot of guests, and we've got a few guests that come on every Monday night. You know, they're not consultants, but they're every Monday night. They come on. I see them. They're the same ones. So they're enjoying it. But the point of it is for us to reach a lot of people. And we're doing this on your behalf so that, you know, you've got an avenue that you can steer your people to so they can see demonstrations. And then that way, not only even if you go live yourself, it's just another person and another presentation that they can see. And for those of you that have still worrying and still not comfortable going live, it's an opportunity for you to have a place for your people to see a good demonstration. Okay. So, all righty. Hang on a minute.
Well, I know I enjoy it because I don't have a lot of the products that are demonstrated. So it's awesome for me to like share in my VIP group because like I don't have the breakfast set. So when Dee did that, since I don't have that product yet, I could demonstrate that through her video.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you, Amanda. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's what we want it to be able to do. We want it to be able to you to do that. So thank you for sharing that. Yes. Were you going to say something, Etta?
No, I said that's right.
Okay, gotcha.
I was saying that's right.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, now the other thing that was announced this week, and I'm going to talk to you about it, of course, is we had our new fundraiser brochure released. This fundraiser brochure will be able for us to order the items beginning June the 27th, which is this coming Saturday. All right. Now, the fundraiser program, excuse me, is a great one. And here's what I'm going to do. Any of you that would like to have more training about the fundraiser program, if you will just stay on this call after we're done, then I'm going to do some training on the fundraiser program. But if you're not, if you know how it all works and you don't have any questions about it, then you don't have to feel like you got to stay here and listen to me talk about the fundraiser program. Does that make sense? Say yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, then the only other thing that I wanted to remind you about was next week, our meeting here on Sunday night, that will be our recognition rally for June. Wow, can you believe it? And it's also right before July the 4th. So we're going to have some fun. We are going to all wear red, white, and blue next week, okay? And you can wear star spangles, you can do whatever you want to, but we just want to make it fun. Hey, and Dee, you can have some red, white, and blue pom-poms. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to next week then.
No, I'm just
Just
kidding.
get the pom-pom, girl.
I'm just kidding.
Girl, how about puff-up balls? I'll put some puff-up balls in my hair.
Okay,
Something.
there we
That's
go.
so fair.
Let's just wear red, white, and blue and have some fun with it, okay? Because it is going to be right before July the 4th, okay? All right. Well, other than that, let's go have an awesome close to the June month. We've already had some great promotions. I know you all saw me today. I announced that Tara Duke achieved her director status, so we're excited about that. We've had we're going to have several new managers, and we're going to have several of our managers stepping up. We're going to have some more directors. We've got a lot going to happen this week, and so I'm excited. Oh, I know what the one other thing I want to talk to you. I was about to forget it. As we work in this virtual thing, I'm trying to figure out how I can best help everybody to be successful, I'll be honest. And I have listened to so many suggestions and so many different things, and everybody is doing that. Everybody's trying to figure out, how's the best? What's the best thing to do? What can I do? Basically, I'll be honest with you, what I am finding is it hasn't changed in the respect that the party is the best way to sell. It doesn't have to be a physical party at a person's home. We've proven that the Facebook parties or the Instagram parties and things like that are very, very, very successful, okay? But the party is the best way. Now, if you haven't got parties in your date book, here's what I want you to think about. Every single week, you need to choose one item, and that is going to be your sale for the week. You understand what I'm saying? Now, some weeks we're going to be very fortunate because we will have special things that Tupperware gives us to work with for the week. But some weeks we won't. For instance, they haven't given us another sales special for this week. So what I'm suggesting to you to use as your special set this week is this Smart Start set. It's $39. It is an excellent price point, not too expensive. It's a good price point, and it is amazing the value for that set. I don't know if you all watched the demo that I did with those products. It's there on Facebook on our group. If you scroll down, I did it last week. And what I was sharing with you, a couple of things I'll just do real quick. Oh, that was good. One of the sets is the Big Wonders that's in there, and they get 4 of these. Y'all, this is the very same set of bowls that's in our catalog, set of 4 for $29. Now they're getting this set and they're getting 16 other pieces for $39. Is that a deal? Yeah, that's a deal. Okay. All right. Now you can do a couple things. You could get people to go in, 2 people, and each of them get a half set, which is okay, great. Or one of the things I suggested is you can divide it into 4 sets like this. You with me? And I would put it in some shrink wrap or a cute little bag with a ribbon on it, and you could sell these as one set. People that do meal prep and things like that or carry their lunch, they love this kind of thing. Whereas they might not want to buy that whole set, but you sell 4 of these. You've got 4 sets like this out of that whole set, you see? And you could sell this one. I would sell it for no less, and just listen to me, I would sell it for no less than $15, this set. You with me? I got 4 of these in this set, so that's $60. How much did I pay for this set of stuff? $39. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Plus 25% off of that.
Absolutely.
That's what I was saying too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can't beat it.
So think like that. So this week, hey, put it together like this and say, hey, y'all, I'm selling these this week for $15. You get one of each size. You might be shocked at how many people would buy it for you at $15. Do you follow me? And then bam, you turn around, 4 of them together, whatever.
Bam, bam. Thank you,
Bam,
man.
bam.
Bam, bam.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
But the main thing is for you each week to choose one thing that you can focus on. In addition to your parties, if you've got them, but even if you don't have parties, it's even more important that you've got that one thing. You with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now I am going to let you go. Unless you want to be here and hear more about the fundraising program. I thank you for being on here tonight. Let's go have a great close. If you need me, you know I'm available, so give me a holler, okay? Thank y'all bunches for being on. I hope you had a great day today. It was a nice one, okay? Bye. All right, I'm sticking around. Anybody going anywhere? Y'all are staying, okay, yay. Okay. All right, well, let's talk about fundraising.
I want to make sure I got it down pat.
Okay, good. I'm glad. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Let's talk about Tupperware's fundraising program. We have a great fundraising program, but I do want to make sure that you understand it, how it works, and just how to work with it, because it's fabulous. We have a separate brochure that we use for our fundraising program altogether. It does not have anything to do with the catalog or anything like that. It is a special fundraiser brochure. And that new fundraiser brochure is what was released to us this past week that's going to start on Saturday. Somebody's phone's got static. I'm not real sure. Okay. But anyway, that was what was released to us. Now, you can go ahead and start ordering packs of these flyers. And I don't know the cost, and I apologize for that, but I'm sure it's on your sales aid thing, okay? But here's how our fundraiser works. First and foremost, it cannot be done online. It can only be done through person to person, okay? Number 2.
So we can't do it in our VIP since that's private. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, you can do it in your VIP groups if you want to. What I'm saying is you can't connect a link that they can work with and order from. It can only be done through you putting it in your back office. Does that make sense? Everybody understand that? Okay, all right. Number 2, you cannot accept credit cards for payments for fundraiser stuff that you want to process through your Tupperware back office. That the fundraiser option does not give us the opportunity to take credit cards. Now, if you're working with people and they're giving you your credit card and you use your own credit card system, then that's your business. Do you follow what I'm saying? But as far as taking it and processing it through Tupperware, we cannot use credit cards. Got me?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. When you are working with a group, here's the basics. We have our selection of products. Each product, of course, has a price. When they sell it for that price plus tax. I'll talk to you about shipping in just a minute, okay? But they do collect tax. And then they get 40% of what the cost of the item was before tax. Everybody got it? Now, let's just say you have an organization, they sell $1,000 worth of products. They're going to get $400 profit for them. Good? Yes. That leaves $600. That $600 is what you are going to get sales credit for and what you will make your 25% commission on. Everybody got it?
Okay.
With me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I said I'm going to talk to you about shipping with fundraisers. This is where it gets complicated. I'm going to tell you how I choose to work it, okay? If the retail sales of the fundraiser are less than $400, there is a shipping fee of 7% charged. Okay? If it is over $400, if the retail is over $400, there is a flat shipping fee of $20. And it will not go any higher. Now, that is hard to talk to customers and groups about, in my opinion, because they don't know how much they're going to sell. So that puts them at a disadvantage of, do we collect tax? Don't we collect tax? Do you follow me? So here's how I present it to them. I just tell them that here's our product line. Everything that your people sell, you will get 40% of it. There is a one-time $20 processing fee, and that will come out of your commission. Now, that $20 processing fee, I just told you, if it's over $400, it's never going to go higher than 20, so you're covered with your shipping. Do you see? If by chance it's less than 400 and they've given you $20, you know what? It's okay. It helps to defray some of the cost of your flyers, so don't worry about it. You were upfront with them at the beginning to say there's a one-time $20 processing fee. Do you follow me? Do y'all have questions about that? Do you have feelings about that?
I do have questions because
Okay.
I did one when I first started, and wow. It asks you to put the organization's name in and who that they want the check wrote out to.
Yeah. And you know what? You can put in an organization, or you can put fundraiser for so-and-so. Do you follow what I'm saying? Here, because, and I'm not real sure how, because let me finish explaining how things work, okay? Or how the best way to work it is. All right, so we covered getting the orders. They are going to pay you, and I've already shared you could not use credit cards. They will either pay you with cash or a check. Now, if you're working with an organization, I recommend that you tell them to have the checks made payable to the organization and let the organization give you one check for the whole total. And the reason I say that is because I do not want any of you having to deal with checks that might get returned for some reason. You follow me? Okay. So they sold $1,000. They collected the $1,000 plus the tax. I'm just going to say that's $1,070, okay? And they give me $1,070, either in cash or in a check payable to me, all right? I'm gonna put that money in the bank, the whole thing. I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna put in the orders. The computer is only going to charge me 75% of the $600. We're using that $1,000 one as an example. You with me? It's only going to charge me for that part that I'm getting sales credit for, plus the tax that I collected on the whole amount. You got me? So,
Right.
okay. So let's say it's $1,000. I've collected 1,070. I go in and put in, and I'm getting sales credit for 600. So my cost on 600 would be 450. You with me?
Mhm.
Plus they're going to charge me
Gotcha.
that $70 the tax. All right, so that's $520. Now, I put in the bank 1,070. I'm giving Tupperware 520. That leaves $550 in my bank account. I am then going to turn around and write the organization a check. And you want to do it this way because you want a trail of your expenses and your income and things. You follow me? For your tax purposes. All right. So you turn around and you write the organization a check for $400 because that's their 40%. All right, so now I take that 400 away from that 550. That leaves $150 in the bank account. That is your 25% of the 600 that you got sales credit for. Are you following me?
Okay. I have a question.
All right.
Okay, now, you said they have to pay the $20 shipping, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't collect the $20 shipping.
Okay, I would take the $20 out of that commission check that I wrote to them for $400 because that's what I told them.
And give them $380.
I would give them $380, and I would show it on an invoice.
Or you could just get
or I could.
Or
what?
you could just get 1,090, right? Or you could just get
could.
1,090, right?
You could.
Okay,
Whichever way you tell them when you set it up is what you want to go by.
Okay.
That's the whole key.
Okay.
Everybody, you can't be changing midstream and doing this because then people get weary. I mean, they get, wait a minute. You want it set in stone. This is how it works. This is what will happen. Okay? Everybody got it? All right.
Yes.
It is a great program. Now, the fundraiser line that we're working with right now has sold out of a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of stuff. What is left in there, they are going to hold it in there for 2 more weeks. So you'll have access for both flyers until July the 8th, okay? Excuse me. But then after that, then we just have the one. And I'm going to tell you, this brochure's got some fabulous, oh my gosh. Have y'all looked at it? Have you looked at it? Holy cow. Look, they've got this 4-piece crystal wave set. Hang on. 4-piece crystal wave set for $54. That's what the organization will sell it for. They're going to take off, they're going to get $21.60 of that. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. Now,
Yeah,
another question, there are no samples or sampling for the fundraiser products, all right? But you can go in on Saturday and you can place a fundraiser order. And you can order whatever you need, and you're only going to have to pay the 75% minus your 25%. Oh my God, does that make sense? Let's say you're ordering $100 worth on this retail sheet. You'll get sales credit for $60. and you would pay 75% of the 60. You with me? Did I just confuse you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah or no what, Etta? Are you with me or did I confuse you?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with
Okay.
you.
Okay, got it. All right, anything else, any other questions that you all have? Is there anything that anybody else that has done them that I have not covered that you think needs to be said? Okay, all right. Well, I will, I'll tell you this. Who do you go look for? Who do you think wants to do fundraisers?
Schools.
All kinds of organizations do fundraisers. People do them for individuals, you know. There's all these GoFundMe accounts and all that kind of stuff. People are looking for ways to raise money for folks. I mean, we got a way for them to do it as well, you know. So anything like that, it doesn't have to be a nonprofit organization or anything like that. It can be anybody that's needing to earn money for a cause. Does that make sense for you? I always tell people when you go, when you're out and about and you see groups doing car washes, you need to stop right then and you need to say to them, who is in charge of your fundraising projects? And you ask for that person, and that's who you want to talk to. Say, I got a way that's a whole lot easier than standing out here washing cars, okay? Because there's no cost to them. There's no investment to them or anything, you know? And so that, and bake sales, when you see people doing bake sales, same thing. Stop and ask to speak to the fundraiser person. And if you're trying to work with an organization, this is some tips that I probably should share with you. A lot of times people think, oh, I want to talk to the president of the group or whatever. No, you don't want to talk to the president of the group. You want to talk to the person that is in charge of fundraising. That's who you're going to always ask to find out who it is and how to contact them, okay? Because that's who is choosing the projects that they're going to do. All right. Any other questions? Are you good? Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. And I thank you for being on here. I hope that helped you. I hope you understand the fundraiser program now a little better so that you know how to work with it, because it is a great opportunity for us. And this one is a really good brochure, really good brochure. So, all right, let's go have a good week.
Debbie.
Yes.
Debbie, I got just one question. And Marty said, what's the largest bowl? Was it a 3-cup or 4-cup?
Do what?
In the Smarty said.
Oh, okay. It's a 3-cup.
Right
yes.
there.
It's
okay.
a 3-cup.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
I have a question. Can you hear me, Debbie?
I sure can. Uh-huh.
Okay. My question is, so you have them take the sheet and they get the orders and they get the money, but what happens if when they bring you their orders is sold out?
Then we would just have to refund them that amount of money. We'd have to refund that. The whole thing.
How often does that happen?
I know when we're first starting a brochure, Tina, it does not happen at right off the bat, you know. Now, as this one goes down toward the end, then we may see some of the stuff selling out. And Tupperware will alert us when a product has sold out. And then we can also mark that on the brochures, or we can let the person that's in charge, you know, that if they're running one, then say, please let your people know this is sold. We can't offer this anymore. But okay. Tupperware will alert us. Mm-hmm.
My second question is, you said we could order from the fundraiser sheet, but we don't have to be doing a fundraiser if we want to order them as samples. Is that correct?
Right. Just put it in as a fundraiser for you. You know what I mean? Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. Good to have you on tonight, Tina.
Look, I'm not technically savvy, so it's taken me this long to figure out Zoom.
Okay. Well, hey, we're all learning, so that's the good part. Okay. We're
Okay.
glad you did. Glad you did.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, anybody else? Okay, because that's what I'm here
Thank
for,
you.
to answer questions.
Thanks,
All
Debbie.
right. Good night, y'all. Have a
Thanks,
great one, okay?
Debbie.
You too.
All right.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good night.
See y'all.